Member of Parliament, leaders of the local authorities, distinguished participants of this conference. It gives me great pleasure and honor to participate in this special event celebrating the first anniversary of establishment of the National Union of Romanian Employers Southeast. I congratulate the President, Mr. Mararu, on this anniversary. I wish further success and many more successful anniversaries to arrive in the years ahead. What makes this occasion particularly special for me is that it includes the signing of the Protocol of Cooperation between the Union of Romanian Employers and the Union of Small, Medium and Privatized Enterprises of Ukraine. This is what makes it for me special and particularly memorable. I have full confidence that this protocol and the will that is invested in development of this cooperation will be a significant factor that will be conducive to further expanding economic and business-to-business relations between Ukraine and Romania. The signing of this protocol and our meeting takes place against very intensive political context between our two countries. You may know and remember that last year the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, visited Romania with an official visit, whereas Prime Minister of Ukraine, Mr. Smihal, visited also Romania, and the Romanian Prime Minister visited Ukraine. We're very grateful for all the support that Ukraine and Ukrainians have been receiving from our Romanian friends from the very first days of the all-out war of Russia against Ukraine. In those contexts that took place last year, a great focus was placed on our economic cooperation, and in particular the transit of Ukrainian goods via the territory of Romania. Last year, over 60% of Ukrainian grain products went to the external markets via the territory of Romania, where the port of Constanța played a decisive role. Our two countries, Ukraine and Romania, made a decisive contribution to maintaining global food security, as we directed the grains from Ukraine via Romania to the world markets to feed the people in need and to prevent starvation in many countries in Europe and Southeast Asia. Last year we have seen the record in our trade, over $5 billion. Romania has become a #1 importer for Ukraine of fuel. We have seen development of very interesting initiatives relating to the infrastructure at the border, and also the infrastructure that would improve the routes connecting the two countries, because the connectivity between Ukraine and Romania became a key word in terms of developing the strategies for our further cooperation. And this connectivity is decisive at times of war to help Ukraine, but also it will be decisive in times of peace as we embark on reconstruction of Ukraine and as Ukraine advances towards the goal of its membership in the European Union. Let me recall that it was earlier this year that the World Bank, the European Commission and the government of Ukraine produced a report where they estimated that the reconstruction and recovery of Ukraine will require at least $486 billion as at the end of December of last year. So nearly $500 billion. Since then, the Russians have continued to bombard different economic facilities, the energy infrastructure in Ukraine, and the costs have largely increased. In the last few months, because of massive attacks on Ukrainian energy infrastructure, we have lost nearly 80% of thermal power generation and 1/3 of hydropower generation. It is clear now that the winter ahead will be one of the most difficult winters confronting the Ukrainian people. We are now focusing on the one hand, rebuilding of the damaged facilities, and on the other hand, on strengthening the defenses of other facilities in the country. As we move, I'm confident that we will be able to expand the cooperation for the benefit of our two countries, of our two peoples, and Romania will be able to become a hub in terms of supporting the reconstruction efforts in Ukraine. Before that happens, the war continues and we must win this war. So I want to again thank all of you present here, others who are not present here, for everything that has been done until now to support Ukrainian and Ukrainians. This matters a lot to us.